Matthew, 9 years ago, we first met as awkward, rambunctious, and carefree teenagers. To say sparks immediately flew would be a bit of a fabrication, but it certainly didn't take long for you to make your way into my heart and claim it as your own.
January 31st.
We're alive.
And here we are now, 9 years later, after nearly a decade of anticipating this very moment, standing before Jesus, our friends, and our family, ready to commit our lives to each other forever. And what an adventure it's been.
Cassandra Elizabeth, for over 7 years, you and I have been laughing together, crying together, dreaming together, and growing together. I can honestly say I have absolutely no idea where I would be without you. What began as a young, innocent relationship in the 10th grade has flourished into a life-giving, unbreakable.
Good job.
Friendship. Rooted in the love of Jesus. You are my best friend, Cassandra. And I want to make it my life purpose to love and cherish you for as long as we both shall live.
Welcome, friends and family, people who have known these two since they were little tykes, high school friends who could tell some stories, friends in Minneapolis who watched this relationship grow and who waited patiently for Matt to put a ring on it.
And I prayed for our children almost every day of the two things that stand out in my prayers. The first, that they would find faith in the living God through Christ, and second, that they would find a godly spouse that would love them and that they could love and be one with. Cassandra, you are the answer to the prayers that I have had for Matthew since the day he was born.
Life with you has never been and can never be boring. You constantly stretch me and inspire me to step outside my comfort zone. As you say, the greatest growth comes from the most uncomfortable of moments, and I've grown so much over the years thanks to you.
I vow to be with you always, in whatever weather we find ourselves in. I vow to believe in you and to encourage your dreams to take root. I vow to put your needs above my own and to serve you entirely, even if that calls for singing cheesy duets with you in the car or making late night runs to Taco Bell.
I vow to try new things, go new places, and do things with you that frighten me. I vow to pursue and choose you daily, even when it seems difficult. I vow to make you laugh until you cry, and if you're sad, cry until you laugh. I vow to celebrate with you when I'm happy, be slow to anger, and hold my tongue until after I've eaten. God willing, I vow to raise children together in a loving home where our relationship acts as an example of Christ's undying service and love for his people. I vow to never let the evils of this world tear us apart. I vow to wholeheartedly and wildly love you. I will take care of you until my last dying breath.
Today isn't a show. It's not a performance. It's not an act. Matt and Cassandra aren't hiding behind perfectly done hair. Your hair is on point, by the way. Just wanted to get that out. And they're not hiding behind fancy clothes or makeup. What they are doing is they're placing themselves at the throne of Almighty God, who rules above and beyond today. It's about Matt and Cassandra with open hearts, choosing to walk together, choosing to share their lives with each other, choosing to live under the covering of God's love and grace.
I vow to prompt adventure in our lives that will lead us closer to Jesus. I vow to value our friendship first, above my desires to be right or get my way. And I vow to nourish and care for your soul with the zeal that Christ has promised to you for us. All this I promise to you, together with God, for the remainder of our lives on this side of eternity.
Through your actions, attitude, and vigor for life, you have taught me that adventure should not be confined to big, extravagant gestures or earth-shattering moments, but rather should be found in the simple joys of life. And I've come to find that you are totally right. For my greatest, most beautiful adventure has been knowing you. Matthew Paul Schock, my first and my last love. Let's continue to seek out life's adventures together till death do us part. I love you.
Past 7 years have given me this much joy. I cannot wait to see what the next 70 bring. You are one of the greatest gifts God could ever give me. And I am so grateful I get to call you my wife. You are the light of my life, and my heart overflows with joy because of you. I love you forever.